Let's talk about consequences that Judy Austin will face as a second wife, and you that is watching me will face as a second wife. And not just the consequences she will face, but the one she's facing now and will still face. Okay? Now, for those of you that doesn't know who is Judy Austin is a Nollywood actress and a producer. She's fair, tall, and beautiful. I will leave her picture on the screen. Judy Austin is currently married to Yul Edochie, who is also a Nollywood actor and a director. And currently, they have a son called Star Dikemunachimso Edochie. Yul Edochie's first wife is Mary Edochie, as known as May Edochie. The internet broke into pieces, trust me. It broke into pieces the day the news of Yul taking second wife, Judy Austin, came to public. Oh my God, everyone was so hot. People were talking for weeks and weeks, and up to this moment that I'm discussing this topic with you, it's been ups and down, here and there, Yul, May, Judy, in the same circle. And up until now, the three of them, May Edochie, Judy Austin, Yul Edochie, they are still in the triangle of marriage because none of them has gone for divorce. Like May hasn't petitioned for divorce, Yul hasn't petitioned for divorce. So the three of them are still in the triangle of marriage. And today we'll be specifically talking about the marriage, between the consequences that await Judy Austin in this marriage as a second wife to Yul Edochie. The consequences. And number one consequence is that there is no valid marriage. Legally speaking, there is no valid marriage between Judy Austin and Yul Edochie, in the sense that May Edochie is the only statutory wife of Yul Edochie. See, when a man married the first wife statutorily and then goes ahead to marry a second wife, there is no valid marriage. Why? Because under statutory marriage, you're only permitted to marry one wife. It is not polygamy. It doesn't support polygamy. The only time polygamy is supported is if you marry the first one under the customary law marriage, that is traditional marriage. Then you are free to marry as many wives as you want. But as long as the first wife is statutorily married to you, she is the only legally recognized wife to you, and any other second wife added to it is invalid. Any other second wife added to it, it is not recognized. She is not recognized as your legal wife. So in this case now, there is no valid marriage between you and Judy Austin if you married the first wife under the statutory law. And what is this statutory marriage that we're talking about? It is a marriage that is being conducted in a licensed place of worship. A marriage that is being conducted in a licensed place of worship, one, or a marriage that is being conducted in court, that is signing your marriage certificate in the presence of a marriage registrar. So that is what is called a statutory marriage. So if you got married to May during the time they were married, during the time they celebrated their marriage, if you got married to May under the statutory law, that means Judy Austin is not Yul Edochie's legally recognized wife, except May Edochie. Mind you that these consequences doesn't only apply to Judy Austin, but also to thousands of second wives out there. Yes, thousands of second wives out there. You that is watching me, you that has a friend that is a second wife, this applies to them too, especially when their husband married the first wife under statutory law. So these consequences, they also apply to thousands of you second wives out there. Then the second consequences is that in the demise of Yul Edochie, without writing a will allotting any property to Judy Austin, then Judy Austin is left with nothing. Let me bring it down. If Yul Edochie died now, God forbid, if Yul Edochie dies without writing a will, giving so land or so property that he owns as a gift, writing it down in a will as a gift to to Judy Austin, or even giving it to Judy Austin as a gift when he's still alive. If he dies without doing any such thing, then that means in the demise of Yul Edochie, there will be nothing for Judy Austin. There will be no property for Judy Austin. There will be no house for Judy Austin. There will be no land. None. Everything that Yul owes goes to the first wife and the children and the son to Judy Austin, Star Edochie, because Star Edochie is Yul Edochie's responsibility. He is the child of Yul Edochie, the biological child of Yul Edochie. So he is not supposed to be left with nothing. The interest of the child will be considered. But for the wife, since there is no legal marriage, there is no property. That is the second consequences. No property, no land, nothing for Judy Austin in case of Yul's demise without writing a will. The third consequences is losing her husband in the hands of law because she made her husband to commit a crime called bigamy by marrying her. And what is bigamy? Bigamy is where a man that is statutorily married to the first wife goes ahead to marry a second wife. It's a crime here, and the punishment for it is 7 years imprisonment. So you see the third consequences: losing your husband to the hands of law. If May should sue Yul Edochie for bigamy. If May Edochie should sue Yul Edochie for bigamy, that means Judy Austin will lose the husband to the hands of law. Like I said before, this legal karma or these legal consequences that awaits Judy Austin doesn't just apply to Judy Austin, but to the thousands of wives out there, thousands of second wives out there that their husband married the first wife statutorily, that their husband married the first wife under statutory law. So you that is watching me, you know someone that knows someone that knows someone that is a second wife to a man that married the first wife under statutory law. Just share this video to the person so the person knows the consequences of her actions, and also on how to prepare ahead in case she wants to partake in any of the man's property in case of the man's demise. All right, I made a video concerning the legal remedies, the legal solutions for May Edochie in this situation now that she's facing. This situation, okay, my husband got into adultery, and mind you, adultery is a valid ground for divorce here in Nigeria. This situation of my husband got into adultery and have a baby outside marriage, and had a baby outside marriage, and went ahead later to marry the woman in her absence. So I made a video specifically for that, on the solutions, the legal remedy solutions for May Edochie. So in case you are a first wife going through this same problem and you need a way out, or you need a legal advice to know how to go about it, I'll leave the link to the video up here. So you go watch it, check it out, and share to a friend that you know that also need it. All right. So back to Judy now. She is just answering a wife figure because there is no legal benefit that goes to her. There is no legal benefit for a legally recognized wife that goes to her because she's not a legally recognized wife. So she's just there answering the wife's figure. That's all. In summary, I want you to note that a man is free to marry as many wives as he wants if he married the first one under the customary law marriage, that is traditional marriage. If he does the first marriage under customary law marriage, then he is free to marry as many wives as he wants. Also note that if Yul Edochie did not marry Mary Edochie under the statutory law marriage, that he married May Edochie only under traditional marriage, that is customary law marriage, then know that all these consequences that I mentioned will not come to Judy. Know that all these consequences that I mentioned, that Judy will not partake in them. It is not going to happen to her. She's not going to experience these consequences. And again, very importantly, it means that two of them, May Edochie and Judy Austin, that they have equal rights in that marriage. Let me say it again. If Yul Edochie married May Edochie under traditional marriage, that is customary law marriage, and then married Judy. It means that Judy Austin and Mary Edochie has the same right in that marriage. Nobody is above each other. Nobody is bigger than each other. They have equal right in that marriage. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up, share it to someone that needs to know, that needs to have this knowledge, that needs to use this information. And thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.